Bushfires in Australia show no signs of abating, leaving a total of 18 people dead so far. This has led to the authorities declaring an emergency once again, the third one in the country. Now, the emergency has been declared for Australia's most populous state as thousands of people evacuate away from bushfire-ravaged towns. The New South Wales Premier has said the declaration would come into effect from Friday morning. The announcement comes after authorities ordered tourists from the New South Wales South Coast to Victoria's East Gippsland to leave the region within a 24-hour period. The latest spate of fires, which raced towards the coast this week, have also destroyed more than 200 homes. As the situation in Australia worsens with each day passing, the government has finally deployed military ships and helicopters to rescue thousands more trapped in the blazes. Navy ships on a mission brought water, food and fuel to towns like Malakuta, where supplies have been mostly depleted and roads cut off by the fires. Meanwhile, the authorities have urged a mass exodus from several towns on Australia's southeast coast, an area that is hugely popular in the holiday season. This is coupled with warnings of an extreme heat forecast for the weekend that could further stoke raging fires. A tourist leave zone has also been generated along the south coast by the New South Wales Rural Fire Service under widespread power and communication outages. The deadly fire has now trapped seaside residents. Hundreds of holidaymakers sought shelter on beaches, while many stood in shallow water to escape the flames. Now, the fires in Australia continue to be fanned by soaring temperatures and winds as columns of fire and smoke have engulfed several towns. Research says that the ravaging fires have created plumes of smoke that cover an area wider than Europe. In a media briefing, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison urged everyone to be patient in the face of this deadly disaster, and he has also said that the present wildfire crisis required a methodical and well-coordinated response.
So important, particularly as we are going through what can be the very dangerous exercise of evacuations and getting people to safety, as the Premier of Victoria, Dan Andrews, was just stating a few moments ago, that this be done in a very coordinated and safe way. And so it is important, as we work through those evacuations, that people continue to remain patient and remain calm and to follow instructions. For those places where there is still stores and other assistance to be provided, it is on its way.
However, Morrison continues to face widespread criticism for what can be purported as an insensitive comment when he said that there is no better place to raise kids than Australia on his New Year's message to the nation. Now, this comes at a time when children are forced to flee their homes to escape bushfires that continue to push the fires to an apocalyptic stage. My colleague Krishna Kumar takes us through the heat maps that show the areas affected by the deadly bushfires over the last 24 hours.
17 people killed so far, 18 people missing, 480 million animals estimated dead, including 8,000 koala bears, 12 million acres of land burnt down, 1,400 homes destroyed, 30,000 people without power. A 7-day state of emergency declared in the state of New South Wales. That's where Australia is at. And now we help you understand how and where Australia is dealing with its fiercest fires. The coast of south and east of Australia is where the concentrated fires are at. Over the last 72 hours, fires have been spread across all over Australia. It's a ring of fire, a ring of yellow. If you can see, these are the hot spots over the last 72 hours. But if you want to take a look at how things were over the last 12 hours, the red-colored dots on the screen is the hotspot for the last 12 hours of the most intense fires in Australia. All the big cities of Australia are under threat. They're all on the southern and the eastern coast of Australia, barring you have Adelaide, where also fires were burning over the last 72 hours, and Perth as well. But it is the southern and the eastern coast which has the cities of, starting from Brisbane right on top to Sydney right in the middle, where you can see it's a ring of fire right around Sydney city itself. And then you go down, you have Melbourne and also Canberra, the national capital. So this entire southern and eastern coast of Australia raging with wildfires, especially over the last 12 hours.